Let's now take a look at the latest version of the batch translator that's part of the Local AI Translator. What I've done is indicate a source folder and selected view files, and then picked a few files to translate. They are in French, but if I didn't know that, I could, like I did here, auto-select, so that during translation, it would detect it. The AI will analyze the file to find out what it is. And then I had it translated to simplified Chinese. So these files are now done, and I can go to Show Translation down here and review the files. Here are the Chinese translations. Here are some other examples I did earlier, maybe in Russian or some other languages. There are some French versions here. And now let's take a look at using this for mass translation. Essentially, if you know what language it is and it's only one language, you can skip the language detection. And you can say, for example, these are French. And you select them all. And maybe we don't need them in Chinese. Maybe we want them in, let's go Japanese or Indonesian. Let's do that. Let's do Indonesian and translate. So now you have a whole bunch of files that are in French getting translated into a single language, which is Indonesian. Now this engine is not super fast, or let's put it this way, this laptop is not super fast, but it's running locally. I can be disconnected from the internet. It's all running locally. No need to be connected. All right, let's wait for this one. I'm going to interrupt it. That's another new feature. You can stop the current batch translations if you realize, okay, you don't want to wait for all of it. You may want to make a change. Maybe you didn't need it Indonesian. Maybe you needed a different language. Or maybe you needed multiple languages. Let's say we want Portuguese, Romanian, and maybe Spanish as well. There it is. And so now we have 3 targets. And again, if we don't know what the language is, you could go with auto detect. And in fact, I'm going to select something, a folder that has multiple files in different languages. Let's go show the files, and let's go select them all. So now we're going to take the first file, have it translated to Portuguese, to Romanian, and to Spanish. This one was Arabic. Here it is, translating to Portuguese. Next one will be Romanian, and then it will be Spanish. Then it moves on to the next file. So let's go switch to a different model and take a look at that. Here is the model I was using earlier, translategemma 4B. It is relatively small, but there are some that are smaller and faster. So let's take a look at just doing a quick translation with this one. First time I do this translation, it will take a little bit longer for some initialization. Let's do it again. There, you get an idea. 1, 2, about 3 seconds for this text. Now I'm going to switch to a different model, change model. And I'm going to take one of the liquid AI, the 1.2 million, 1.2 billion will be, confirm that. So let's take a look at translating with this one. You can tell it is significantly faster. It takes about 1 second to translate this, whereas the other model took about 3 seconds. Let's go back to the batch translation now. And let's remind ourselves we had the auto detect enable. We were in the folder with multiple files in different languages. Let's go show them all, select them all. And let's see, we had 2 or 3 languages. Well, let's just take one for now. There it is. All right, let's see how fast that one goes. And translate. Now, again, the first time you run it, it's a little bit slower. And you can see now this one is 27 words per second, 25. While this is translating, you can already go show translations, and you can see the translations coming in.